You start setting up the souvenir wagon. And will someone start putting up the booths? Remember, this is a B.E. Schlegel production. It's no use. I work, I try. Where does it get me?
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for Mr. Rodet.
Rodet?
Mr. Gustave Rodet. He works for the Carnival.
No. Rodet, I know him, but I've only been here for a few weeks. Better ask him.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Good morning, sir.
talk the whole thing over. I'm a very nice man with a very nice face.
Robert! I want to talk to you, Robert.
Here now, there's nothing to be worried
No,
about.
please.
I just want to get to know you better.
Please, sir.
If we're going to work together, we
Stop
might
it,
as well.
please.
Marco! Now I want you to pay no attention to this. Just a little trouble with the help. You know how they are. Lazy, stupid.
Uncooperative.
Exactly. You out.
But my purse, my suitcase.
I'll get them on our way more China broken.
But I didn't break it on purpose. I just backed up against the picture when he...
Your face is dirty, little mouse. Come on, smile. An old fool like Robert is nothing for you to cry about.
But he said...
What's that behind your ear? The other one.
It's a trick.
How did you know?
I just guessed. What's your name?
Marco. Marco the Magnificent.
Marco the Magnificent. It suits you.
Here, your suitcase and purse. Now!
Now, Robert, is that any way to say goodbye to a lady? Mademoiselle. My pleasure, lady. And remember, anytime you're in the neighborhood, don't hesitate to call. Now, Robert, about this note slipped under my door.
It's your bill from the last month.
Well, we know what to do about that.
Magic! And with my money! You. This is all your fault. Coming in here, turning everything upside down. Get out. Do you hear me? Get out before I lose my temper.
Yes, sir. I'm going, sir.
No, it's as bad as the old act. No heart, no imagination. Even the children was watching.
It
Who said it won't do?
You said it won't do.
Be careful, boy, or you're liable to find yourself fired.
Please, sir, don't fight. Not on Christmas Eve, with the snow falling, and the wind howling, and the volcanoes erupting.
Enough! Not another word.
Then how about some more music? Boys and girls, take my hand, and we'll fly to fairyland. Here we go. Someday, Mr. Slagle, please hold it in the going to be any show tonight.
But there's always been a show. Every night as long as I can remember. We can't leave a carnival, Paul. We can't.
Look, my friend, do what's best for you. Do what's best for you. Look, my friend, I'm out to step with the rest of you. Is this the answer to your prayer? That's fine. Your prayer, not mine. Your life, not mine. Only make nothing to take bring to the world. Just bring to the world more life. Look, my friend, I'm out to step with the rest of you. I've got to find a reason for living on this earth. I've got to find a reason for taking space I take, breathing the air I breathe. For this, there's more to me, something in me that needs to do more than suck up the breath of life, like blossom leaves and weeds do. Holding up my name, holding out a place, being worth a name. To go with my face, I've got to find a reason for living on this earth. Something to want, something to be, someone to say, I am me. I have no reason for anything anymore, Jocko. Who am I? What am I?
The puppets, Paul. They can be a reason. If you try, if you care, you can be a great puppeteer.
Not what I want, Jocko.
What you want is gone, Paul. With the puppets, we can be.
Puppets are not enough. I don't want to spend the rest of my life crawling along the back roads of every second-rate country in Europe, like the dolls dance, holding up my head, holding out a place, being worth my name. To go with my face, I've got to find a reason for living on this earth. Something to want, something to be, someone to say, Take this, Jocko.
Paul, be reasonable. What will we do if we leave? Where will we go?
What difference does it make? As long as we get out of here. What do you want?
Nothing, sir. I was just looking for Mr. Marco, sir. Mr. Marco the Magnificent.
How does he do it, Jocko? In every town we play, another scrubby little wretch comes along looking for Marco the Magnificent. What did he do? Promise to marry you?
Oh, no, sir. He just did some tricks.
I'll bet he did.
You'll never believe it. First he held out his hand and it was empty. Then he reached behind my ear and there was a flower in it. It was just beautiful.
Do you hear that, Jocko? That's the public you want to spend the rest of your life playing for. Dim-witted little bumpkins who think a cheap little trick is magic. Go home. If you know what's good for you, go home.
It wasn't a cheap trick. It was magic.
Oh, of course it was magic. It was. He just doesn't know because he didn't see it. But you know, he is right about one thing. You shouldn't be here. I can hear your parents right now saying, "Oh my goodness, where is she? She should have been home hours ago." And if you hurry, you can make it back in town in 5 minutes.
2 buses, yellow, and a train, red. Would you believe, this is the first I've traveled? I come from the town, the kind of town where you live in a house till the house falls down. But if it stands up, you stay there. It's funny, but that's their way there. I come from the town of Miron, beyond the bridges of St. Clair. I guess you've never heard of Miron. It's very small, but still it's there. They have the very greenest trees, and skies as bright as gray. But what I like the best in Miron is everybody knew my name. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Everybody knew my name. That strange is never cozy, a place that's strange is never sweet. I want to have a chair that's green and want to sing a rose I'm very far from here now, and there's no time. I have to find a place, I've got to find a place where everything can be the same. A street that I can know, and places I can go, where everybody knows my name. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Everybody knows my name.
Look, go back to your mirror. Whatever you're looking for, you won't find it here.
What's that?
Nothing. Noise.
It's not noise. It's music. It's a parade. Mr. Marco is looking for you.
Well, it isn't the little mouse. I thought you'd gone back home.
She's on her way, Marco. Leave her alone.
But she came to meet Paul. Probably like all the rest of them. She loves me.
So leave her alone, Marco. She's not like the others.
Why, Paul? What's she to you?
Nothing. Jocko, help me take down the booth.
But
I
Paul,
want to be out of here tonight.
Good afternoon. And welcome back to what I'm sure was the most delightful promenade. Where's Rosalie?
At the post office like she told you, Marco.
So, Rosalie's at the post office. And here I am with lunch waiting in my trailer. I suppose there's nothing to do but invite the princess.
Oh no, I don't want any more trouble. Come on, Your Highness, back to your trailer, or I'll break your snake.
Very well then, Schlegel. I shall have to invite someone else. Someone a little more simpatico, if you know what I mean. Someone who'll appreciate a glass of wine, a bit of cheese, and some cold chicken.
Chicken?
Oh yes, definitely chicken. A nice, plump, tender young bird. Senorita.
You spoke Spanish.
Senorita, my humble hacienda lies a few pesos down the road. Will you dine there with the man men call Don Marco de Jimenez y Garcia de Aguas Calientes y Juarez? Pay no attention to those louts, milady. They don't understand men like me.
But we do, Don Marco. She don't, but we do.
Dine with me, fair damsel, and by your very presence make my simple home a royal palace.
Oh, he's beautiful.
golden days, when men like Don Marco de Jimenez,
E. Garcia.
Aguas Calientes. And don't forget Juarez.
roamed the land with naught to protect him but a sword and a rose and a cape. In me you see a relic of a long limited age, when masculine behavior on a grand romantic page, with every man a lover like a hero on the stage. With a sword and a rose and a cape. There are the great romantics with language for a rose. One is old with one hand while the other hand was rose. Who scaled the lady's balcony and swung upon her drape. The sword and the rose and the cape. They have flown like ashes, are very young, here in passion.
But they find themselves contrary to the code.
These aristocrats and eyebrows meet with such sodden eyebrows. Where are the flaming Frenchmen and the seeing of Viennese? Inspected in of course and let a mistress free. Now the mad Italian just gets passionate while she. Of the sword and the rose and the cape. So wild, but like a
Wonderful to see you. Won't you come into my office and have a cup of coffee?
I don't want any coffee. It might make me nervous.
Now, Rosalie, don't tell me you believe what that child told you. Any fool could see she was drunk.
You're wasting your time, Schlegel. I know Marcus in that trailer. I know who he's with. That double-dealing, cobra-loving, ass-kissing. Oh, God!
Now, Rosalie, don't make a scene. I beg you not to make a scene.
What have I got to make a scene about? This just helps me make up my mind, that's all. You see this? It's a proposal of marriage from a doctor. Dr. F.G. Glass, Zurich, Switzerland. He saw me perform 3 years ago, and he's written me once a week ever since. And I've been putting him off because I thought Marco would change. Change! When he's 7 years old, combing his hair over a bald spot, walking out to pinch the girls, then he'll come back to me and he'll be humming. That's to let me know he's had a little adventure. 263 times I've heard it. That same self-satisfied Here's to the son of a bee, tra-la. Oh, what he's doing to me, tra-la. Draining the blood from each vein. Torture and anguish and pain. Why don't I have any brain?
Here's to the son of a bee.
He'll be humming. When I walk into that trailer, he'll be humming. He'll bring a little grin, force a little laughter. Nonchalant as a bright morning after. My innocent, my saint, my darling baby boy. That in his eyelashes like an aging Fauntleroy.
Here's to the miserable dog,
Tra-la,
and to his raven black curls.
tra-la. I only live for the day, tra-la. Hair will be thinning and gray, tra-la.
Or better than that,
A toupee! Ha ha!
Here's the son of me. He'll be humming. I know what he's doing now, he's humming. Striking matches in the air to rid of her perfume. Smoothing pillows, cleaning ashtrays, looking all around the room. Did she spill a little powder? Did she lose one of her combs? Gaddy's changed me from a woman to a lousy Sherlock Holmes. I'm tired of being déplacé. He lies and he cheats, and that's not fair play. You don't treat a mistress quite that way. That dirty rat treats me like a wife.
here's to the treacherous hero,
Tra-la,
and to the throb in his heart.
tra-la. Wait for a few years to pass, tra-la.
He'll keep his teeth in a glass, tra-la. That throb in his heart will be
Yeah!
Here's to the treacherous heel.
He's humming. I know what he's doing now, he's humming. Admiring his chin in the mirror on the shelf. Smug and satisfied, throwing kisses at himself. Then tonight at say at midnight with a loud and passionate bluff. He'll be happy and floating like a strangulated duck. I'll see him coming. I'll walk out and slam the door and that'll kill him. What's good for the gander is good for the goose. I'll get a little tight. I'll be a little loose. I won't come home till morning, and I'll give him no excuse. But I'll be humming. That trailer, I'll be humming. I'll stand going crazy while I'm humming. I'll be humming.
Schlegel, I want you to do me a favor. A friend of mine needs a job, and I wondered if you could...
What friend, Marco?
Rosalie, I thought you were still in town.
Now, children, no quarrels. Think of the show.
I got back, dear. What friend?
A child, Rosalie. A pitiful little orphan. No more than 11 or 12. Hadn't eaten in days. I found her freezing outside my trailer.
In August.
She was freezing of hunger.
You keep out of this. All right, lover, continue. She was 11 or 12 and freezing. So you invited her into the trailer and warmed her up?
I offered her a job, Rosalie. However, if it upsets you,
Upsets me? Not a bit. As a matter of fact, it suits me fine. Go on, give her a job. There's lots of things she can do. You can shoot her out of a cannon.
I don't understand anything anymore. Where is she?
waiting outside, a poor starved mite
Give her a job. Give all Mr. Marco's friends jobs. It'll keep me from being lonely when I answer a certain letter by return post and take off for Zurich, Switzerland. Z-U-R-I-C.
You!
Me?
Who else is you? Have you ever been in a show before?
No, sir, but
That don't make no difference. If you're a friend of Schlegel's, that's experience enough. Now, you start first as an apprentice for 6 months, during which time you receive meals and lodging. Then another 6 months as a junior subordinate under the same generous terms. Then finally, you're hired as a full-fledged sub-assistant at a salary to be mutually agreed upon by myself, should that occasion ever arise.
but I have the job.
Of course you have the job. When Marco the Magnificent requests anything in this carnival, it's Mr. Schlegel's greatest pleasure to see that it's done.
I live only for these moments. All right, you get to the girls' trailer to keep your costume. We'll work out the charges later on.
The truth is, little mouse, I had to give you that job. The life of an artist is a lonely one. When he chances to meet someone who understands, how can you let her go?
Oh, Mr. Marco, I don't know how to thank you.
Never fear, little mouse. We shall find a way.
There must be something I can do. I can cook and clean.
That won't be necessary. Just your presence, Cherie, is thanks enough.
I have the job.
chasing after that aging stallion just like all the rest of them.
She isn't, Paul. She couldn't be.
I don't want to talk about it, Jocko. It's late, let's go. Where are your things?
I haven't packed them, Paul. Don't be angry with me, but I'm not going with you.
What are you talking about, Jocko? Of course you're coming with me.
I've been with the carnival all my life, Paul. I can't leave. You would understand if you would have seen it as it was. When we really played Paris, with 3 tents, and more clowns than you could count, and a beautiful girl who danced on a wire 100 feet above a sea of flames.
That's over, Jocko. It won't come back.
It could come back. I know it could. All we need is one act that people talked about and Paris would hear of it. Just this morning, I found the puppets you made. Do you remember Paul, Henry, Marguerite, and Ricardo? They're different. People would like them as much as they do Carrot Top. Then maybe Mr. Stable will move us to the main tent.
Stop it, Jocko. See this place for what it is. The bottom of the barrel. It's a hiding place for all the misfits of the world. Leave it, Jocko. Come with me. Someplace else. Someplace new.
But Paul, do you really think it'll be different for you someplace else? That in some new town you'll be Paul Bartholet, the dancer again. Because you won't, Paul. Not where you go, not ever again.
Who can I be now that I can't be me anymore? Shall I be that sunny, smiling fellow who won't rock the boat, 'cause he might splash the ocean, but sit there and cheerfully twitter? 'Cause someone might say, see that man over there? He's bitter. When will I learn to be like you? Everybody likes you. Everybody likes you. You're a lucky fellow. You're a lucky fellow. The secret is your smile. I ought to have a smile. That smile takes quite a knack. I think I need a smile. And who cares if it's real or painted with shellac? A smile full of theatrics for easily agreeing. 2 eyes with acrobatics to see the way they're seeing. You say the words for me. Everybody likes you. Everybody likes you. And no one likes me. No one
a gay polka as we present, direct from the Club Lido in Dusseldorf, the Bluebird Girls.
Heard you lost your job. Best thing that could have happened if you ask me. Are you two kissing?
Don't be ridiculous. I was just listening to Lily's watch. What are you doing up this late anyhow?
What am I doing, Lord? How can anybody sleep with all that noise? First, you oohs, then tick-tock, tick-tock. Who's she?
She happens to be Lily, a very good friend of mine. In fact, I call her Lily dear. Lily dear, this is horrible Henry.
I'm a walrus.
She can see that.
I like to say it anyhow. Sometimes people don't notice I'm a walrus, and then in conversation they make some anti-walrus remark, and I just die.
How can anybody think that you are with those tusks covering half your face?
Not tusks. You take all the romance out of the word. It's love, white, gleaming, good.
Go on, Lily. Touch them.
I could let her do that. We just met.
Go on, just one touch.
All right, but just a touch, and not above.
Whoa! He'll be all right when he knows you better, Lily. By the way, he's a walrus. Never call him a seal.
Wow! Tell me, who's the vision of loveliness?
Oh, no, you don't, Bernardo. I saw her first. Be careful, Lily dear. You'll steal your watch. Go away, Bernardo, or I'll tell Marguerite.
With a sweet mama like this around, not a chance. Hello, baby.
Marguerite, come quick.
Excuse me, gorgeous, but are you taken for the next dance? I don't like to boast, but you ain't lived until you've done the foxtrot with the genuine fox. Renata, behave yourself. Uh-oh, here comes the old hat.
So this is what you're up to. A bit of my magic, sir. You're out with another woman.
I don't know what you're talking about, love. She's an old school chum.
Very well, Bernardo. You may introduce me to your old soul chum. Unless, of course, you don't remember her name.
Of course I do. Marguerite, I want you to meet, Lulu. Lilo? Lala? Lily? Lily? Marguerite, I want you to meet Lily. Answer her. Say how you do, but show me I really don't know you.
How do you do, Marguerite?
Forgive me for being suspicious, my dear. Are you such a dreadful wolf?
I thought he was a fox.
Oh, you're the worst kind. Well, now that I look closer, I see you are indeed a very nice child. Plain, buckless. My dear, you must come to see Eagles. I will put a cut on this very minute. Renata, come out.
In a minute, love. So,
cheerful song.
But I don't know any.
Then make one up. It's easy. Just think of some cheerful words and sing them.
But I...
Hurry.
Oh, golden.
That's good. Now another.
Delicious.
It's working. It's working. One more.
Angel.
It's beautiful. Let's try the whole thing. Golden.
Golden.
Delicious.
Delicious.
Angel.
Angel.
For a walrus, that's the most cheerful word there is.
Then I suppose we'll do this.
Do some more.
All right. Peaches on shortcake.
Popcorn.
Jelly.
Well,
Confetti.
Fairy bones.
Rudolph is.
Love.
No.
I know a song about love.
Then sing it to us, Lily. I might start crying again at any minute.
Love makes the world go round. Love makes the world go round. Somebody soon will love you. If no one loves you now, high in some silent sky, love sings a silver song, making the earth grow softly. Love makes the world go round.
That was beautiful. Lily, can I tell you a secret? If I could have anything in the world I wanted, you know what it would be? Hear you tell me about love again.
And what about you, Lily? If you could have anything in the world you wanted, anything.
I think she'd like to be with that magician. That's all she ever thinks about. She's even wearing his flower.
Let Lily speak. Lily, dear, if you could have anything, anything.
I really don't know.
I think I know. I think someday you'd like to have the feeling that you're loved. That somebody in the world cares what happens to you.
I care, Lily.
I care.
Oh, I care.
And I care too, Lily. Very, very much.
Oh, it's too beautiful. I think I'll die of happiness.
Stop that. Lily,
Love makes the world go round. Love makes the world go round. Somebody soon will love you. If no one loves you now, high in some silent sky, love sings a silver song, making the earth grow softly. Love makes the world go round. Mr. Marco, I'm so sorry.
get her out of here, Shaler. Find her a place to sleep. She's working with us.
Yes, Paul, yes.
Get her out of here.
Poor old Carrot Top. She loves me.
It's no use. I guess I'll have to take it downtown immediately and invest in something safe.
Something we'll all have a use for. Like 1,000 tins of sardines.
I can get a nice new honey outfit. Then we can all ride down the streets every day.
Never, ever say telling home to a fox.
Well, if you're gonna be that sensitive about it, I don't need a nice new honey outfit. I can get a new jacket. I saw the boots that I had sold a box jacket. Hey!
No. It's just that this is the first money we've earned. And we're not going to do anything foolish with it.
Why not?
What did you say, Lily?
I said, why not do something foolish with it?
Lily! What has gotten into you?
I feel fine, Carrot Top. It's just that this is the first money we've made, and I think we ought to...
Don't say it! My heart's pretty bad. I thought I would.
I think we ought to throw it away.
Did you hear what she said?
Right?
Somebody take me to the chief.
I should have let it out of my throat.
Break away.
but it just won't do. Oh, by that I mean it won't do out here on the Midway. Starting tomorrow night, you work the main tent.
The main tent?
Starting tomorrow night.
Very good, my darling.
I want you to know that I'm putting you on salary immediately, as of next year.
Paul, did you hear that? We're going to play the main tent. It's going to be the big circus again. Watch out, Paris! Here we come! In my ruby, my Tito, and my black master net. I yum ticky ticky tom tom, I yum ticky ticky tom. When I peek, I can see you from my black finger left. I yum ticky ticky tom tom, I yum ticky ticky tom. Millions of Spaniards are fire, they admire. Yum ticky ticky tom tom. What's wrong?
I almost forgot. It's nearly 9. Mr. Marco's doing his act. I watch him every night. He even found me a place to stand near the entrance so I can...
See, you can make an even bigger fool of yourself than you already have.
Mr. Paul, what's wrong?
Nothing's wrong, Lily. Paul's just excited about the show tomorrow. Now, you run along, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 for rehearsal. And Lily, you did very well tonight. We were both proud of you. Good night, Lily.
Good night, Mr. Jocko. Good night, Mr. Good night.
You didn't have to do that, Paul.
She was told not to wear that flower.
And what difference does it make if she did?
It means she doesn't give a damn about the act, the puppets, or any of us.
She does, Paul. The puppets are everything to her. She believes in them. She depends on them.
You're forgetting about Marco and how she runs to him every night.
She doesn't run to Marco. She runs away from you.
Well, then let her go. It's not my job to take care of every stray cat that wanders into the carnival.
Paul, what's wrong with you? Why are you angry? What's Lily done to this act except make it a success?
And what would you know about success? A few friends, a little applause? Do you think that's all there is to it? Poor Jocko. Maybe you ought to stay here. That's what I needed. Just what I needed. A grown-up girl with the mind of a child, depending on me, measuring me, staring at me, measuring me. Everywhere I look, I can see her face. I can see her face, see it everywhere. And when I close my eyes, it stays. And like a leaf whirls on a wind, around my mind it plays. If in my 2 hands I could hold her face, while my fingertips kissed her eyes and lips, and made them love and light and shine, that would take 2 other hands, not mine. That would take 2 other hands, not
Paul, it's late and it's cold. You'd better come inside.
Jocko!
No more, Paul. I don't want to argue anymore.
Jocko! When we go into the main tent tomorrow, I want to make some changes.
Paul.
Marguerite's wig, it needs replaced. And Bernardo, he needs a new nose. And I want to write a new song, one for Lily, for her to sing by herself. We'll rehearse it tomorrow.
Why wait till tomorrow? It's only 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll get Lily. We'll start right now, and then we can...
Let her sleep. Come on, old friend. You better get some rest.
I'll be in a minute, Paul. And Paul, that's very good news. It started. Renardo's getting a new nose. And Marguerite, she'll get a new wig. And Lily will get a new song. Nothing can stop us now. Next week, we'll play the Jean. Then Toulon will hear of us. And then Lyon. And Marseille. And then Paris. The Grand Imperial Cirque de Paris. Cirque de Paris. Cirque de Paris. A troupe established by royal decree. The beloved continent's traveling circuses. International stars of renown. The finest artists. 70 beasts. A million thrills and a potpourri. Imperial Cirque de Paris. Wake up, everybody! Wake up! We're going to play free! It's going to be free! Cirque de Paris! Oh, Cirque de Paris! Oh, we need to play that festival to pay to see us! True of the continent, traveling circuses. International stars of renown. The finest artists. 200 beasts!
What's all this shouting about?
I want to see Rosalie. I'm her fiancé, Dr. Fritz action?
Not recently.
Wonderful drawing the operation there. Not many patients have enough confidence in their doctors to lay an egg under ether.
Rosalie, wake up!
And Hans here has the grief. He may not look it now, but last night he was a mighty sick bunny.
Rosalie, where are you? A pleasant surprise, Rosalie dear. I'd like you to meet Dr. Friedrich Glass of Zurich, Switzerland. This is one of his patients, Elsa. She lays eggs under ether.
Rosalie, darling.
Something in there's eating lettuce.
Hans,
Dr. Glass, Friedrich, before we go any further with our happy plans, there are certain things about me you ought to know. To begin with, I'm a bit self-centered, and I'm also spoiled and selfish and terribly extravagant, and I can't cook or clean. What's that?
that's just Papa. He's waiting for us in the car. No, not the Alfa Romeo. That's mine. The other one. The Rolls.
You mean you make all that from sick bunnies?
Well, I must admit, Papa has a few other resources. He's in the hotel business. The Majestic in Paris, the Royale in Rome, the Splendide in Vienna. He owns them.
Look, Rosalie, we can't stand around all day. We've got to rehearse. You messed up the act again last night, and I'm not going on until...
Marco, maybe you better start without me.
Now wait just a minute. You're not going to walk out of me like that.
Friedrich, why don't you wait for me in the rolls? I'll get my bag and be right along.
All right. But hurry. Papa is anxious to meet you.
Be there in a minute. Bye, Hans.
That's Elsa.
Oh, I never could tell the difference. You see, we dress at the convent, but we never... All right, Marco, let's have it.
Have what, Rosalie?
The vows, the threats, the promises to turn over a new leaf if only I'll stay.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, dear, but I only wanted to wish you goodbye and good luck.
Come on, Marco, you haven't wished anyone good luck since you put your mother on the Titanic.
Well, as a matter of fact, dear, I've just realized what a lucky break this is for me. You see, I've been thinking of doing a new act, one that would require a different sort of partner, someone younger, with a bit more taste.
What's wrong with my taste?
Someone who could take me to the places I should have been playing years ago. Lily.
You can't. She's working with Paul.
She may not be when I'm through talking to her.
You won't get away with this. I'll go to Schlegel. I'll...
You better hurry, dear. It's a long way to Zurich.
You dirty, low, miserable...
Rosalie!
Coming, Friedrich. I was just saying au revoir to my partner. Mr. Marco.
Lily, it's happened. Rosalie's gone off to get married. You know what that means, Lily? It means her share in the act is open. Open for you, Lily.
For me?
It'll be Marco the Magnificent and Lily.
But I already have a job. With Carrot Top and Bernardo.
You call it a job? Talking to puppets? You were made for greater things than that, Lily. Remember how easily I pulled that flower out of your ear? That's because you've got sensitivity. Rosalie was ordinary, and she made me ordinary. But with someone like you to help me, I could play the places I really belong. London, Rome, Paris. With someone like you to help me, Lily dear. Lily, darling. Lily! Really, Paul? You picked the oddest times.
Get out of here, Marco.
Who could resist an invitation so beautifully phrased? See you later, Lily.
I'm sorry, Mr. Paul. I meant to come right over.
I'm ready to rehearse. Start this off.
I just want to talk to Mr. Marco.
I don't want to hear about Mr. Marco. Do the number.
Right here?
Here.
Yes, Mr. Paul. In my ruby mattia and my black castanets, I don't tiki-tiki tom-tom.
I told you to turn on that line.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Do it again.
In my movie, Mattia, am I? Oh, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting.
Do it again.
Maybe if I practice it by myself.
I want you to do it now.
Yes, sir. In my movie, Mattia, am I black as a
Turn, don't walk around.
I'm trying to, Mr. Paul.
I'm sure you could do it if Mr. Marco were here to help you.
It's not that. It's just that I'm a little...
Nervous?
Yes.
And why is our Lily nervous? I'll tell you why. Because of something her lover whispered to her.
He didn't whisper anything. He just
I
said...
didn't hear what he said. Do this song.
I can't.
Do I have to do everything for you? Show you everything? Hold yourself up, like this. And then turn, like this.
Oh, Mr. Paul, what's wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
be a star?
I don't know if I like this, Marco. People pay to see you and Rosalie.
And they'll pay to see me and anybody else.
I don't know. I work, I try. Where does it get me?
What if I get an itch?
Oh, you march. I'll scratch.
I'm ready to rehearse, Marco.
Well, if it isn't the future frog glass. Come back to show me your engagement ring, Rosalie? Or maybe the brace of bunnies Friedrich gave you as a wedding present.
The doctor's gone back to Zurich, Marco. I turned him down. You said you wanted to rehearse.
Now wait just a minute. You don't come crawling back very often. I want to enjoy it.
Not quite crawling, Marco. Friedrich may have been a little disillusioned with me, but Papa Glass was delighted enough to have an actress in the family. He even made me a present of his autograph.
Well, that'll light your declining years, Rosalie.
On this piece of paper. It's not very formal, of course, but if you read it closely, you'll see it's a perfectly legal contract for the actor playing some of the hotel theaters.
Let me see that.
Yeah, little Rosalie's going to hold on to this. Keep her partner going. By the way, dear, there's a bus leaving for town late tonight. We're on it. We could be in Rome by tomorrow morning.
So after all of these years, you still don't trust me.
Wasting your time, Marco.
But I've always held the contracts. It was like a bond between us. And now I see that this tie, too, is broken.
Oh, by the way, dear, you have to tell Lily you won't be able to visit. Too bad. Marco, that's my contract.
It's our contract, dear. And as head of the act, I'm holding on to it.
You promised me for confession's sake, a ring and a cord and a wedding cake. I realize now I made a mistake. Before I even said I do, I did. It was always, always you, always, always you.
Though my eyes may wander to and fro and yonder, still my heart's affection always beats in one direction. Everything for you I see, all of my being heart can prove. It shall I'm holding on to it. It's for us, remember? Besides, you've got enough to do if we want to catch that bus tonight. Look, I'll do the act alone tonight. You start packing, and I'll meet you right here after the show.
All right, Marco, you better be here.
Of course I'll be here, darling.
It was always, always you, always, always you. It's no use feeling bad about it. You didn't hear, but for some reason I'll never understand. I do. Mr. Shackle, Marco's leaving.
It's just as well, Lily. Now maybe you'll go back to where you really belong.
Go back?
Home, Lily, to your mirror. This was never any place for you.
But Mr. Shackle.
The act is finished, Lily. Paul's tearing down a puppet booth. Don't try to understand. You don't belong here.
Then where do I belong, Mr. Shackle? Tell me, where?
I don't know, Lily. But not here.
Mr. Marco, Wesley said you're leaving the carnival.
I am, but
You're going to take me with you, aren't you? You said you would.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we take pleasure in presenting for the first time in our main tent,
and I will, Lily.
Lily and her friends.
Look, everything's the same for us. We'll still work together. Just give me a few days to get rid of Rosalie, and I'll be back for you.
Lily and her friends.
You go along with the carnival to Dijon, and I'll meet you there on Monday.
She's not going with you, Marco.
Of course she is, Paul.
Paul, where are you?
It's like I told you before. She loves me. But don't worry. I'll tell you all about it.
Play the exit music.
You know, Paul, I'm beginning to get the idea that you don't like me. See you Monday, Lily.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of our show. We'll be back.
Not too long to wait, is it, Lily? Just till Monday? Then you can be with your lover every night. Love is wonderful, isn't it, Lily?
What would you know about it? How can anybody like you know about love?
Well, why don't you tell me about it? I've always wanted to hear it from a cheap little...
I hate you. I hate you. You're just like a monster. I hate you.
What did you do to her, Paul? She's leaving!
I just tried to keep her from making a fool of herself. She's just a kid.
Not anymore, Paul. You made her grow up. You taught her that there's cruelty in the world. She only thought that it was love.
Don't leave me alone, Jocko.
Yeah, Paul. This time I will.
She is soft, she is fair, she's my love. She is song, she is prayer, she's my love.
make you another one, Lily. A red one. Farewell, little mouse.
Lily? Are you leaving without even saying goodbye? Please, wait for just a second. I have a favor to ask you, and I don't want the others to hear. If you're leaving, Lily, please take me with you. It just wouldn't be the same here without you. You're my sweetheart, you see? I've always loved you. From the first minute I saw you, wearing that hat, carrying that lopsided suitcase. Please don't go, Lily. We need you.
Lily, I'm so glad you haven't gone yet. Here, it's a present for you. A sealskin coat.
Where'd you get it? You don't have any money.
On the installment plan.
Well, what happens if you can't keep up the payments? He won't be able to, Lily, and they'll come and take it away from you.
No, they won't. I signed a paper. I agreed that if I couldn't keep up the payments, I'd give the man something in exchange.
What could you give in exchange?
Another sealskin. Me. I really am a seal, you know.
Oh, Henry, you traded your life to get a present for me.
I want to go with you too, Lily. Why don't you take us all with you?
We don't want you to forget about us, Lily dear.
I could never forget you. Any of you. You've become so close to me. And I know you love me. You're trembling. Why are you trembling? All those things Carrot Top said to me, they were you. Why, Mr. Paul, why? Why do you hide behind the puppets?
Because I am the puppets. I'm Carrot Top, the good friend, understanding and perceptive. And I'm horrible Henry, sad, clumsy, longing to be loved. And I'm Marguerite, vain, conceited, obsessed with self, studying my face in the mirror. And I'm Leonardo, the thief, the opportunist, full of compromise and lies. I'm all these things and more. Now must I make a new puppet to reflect the part of me you managed to see? The monster, the enemy, clumping along with a leg anchored to the ground and a heart anchored. All right. You have what you want. What I really am. I'll get it out.